I'm Charla Curtis, AFL Victoria's Female Football Development Manager.
And Charla, tell me about your involvement with the Vic Country team at the moment.
I'm the tour manager, I guess the program manager for our high performance program. I look after the training and selection process, the appointing of staff and making sure that everything's running smoothly. And we've got the best 27 girls who have ticked all the boxes, who are the most equipped, I guess, to travel up to the national championships.
And in terms of girls football or female football, tell us about the last 4 or 5 years and how it's progressed.
Massive improvement in female football across the state. It is the fastest growing segment of our game, both in Victoria and nationally, and particularly in country Victoria we've had tremendous growth, but we've also now got growth in junior girls, so we've got competitions for girls aged 9 to 12, we've got competitions for girls aged 13 to 18 and obviously open age football, and the VWFL, so the Women's Football League, has now become part of AFL Victoria and is being run outside of the same offices as the VFL and the TAC Cup.
And in terms of, stumbling blocks, I suppose AFL football for a while has been a male-dominated sport. What are some of the stumbling blocks for women's football at the moment as we try and progress it over the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, I'm really pleased to say that the stumbling blocks are getting fewer and farther between. I guess in the old days there was a whole stack of perception stuff, but the awareness that girls can play the game, or awareness of the opportunities that exist for girls and women to play. Luckily, that we're getting a lot more publicity. The advent of social media, it makes it much easier for us to tell our story and to let everyone know what we're doing. But they're probably the two big things. Resourcing the demand for the game. We've got a demand that's greater than we've ever had, but having enough resources and being able to have enough coaches and enough support staff that are able to cope with the growing demand is a little bit of a challenge, but it's a really lovely challenge to have.
And for girls who aren't playing football at the moment but are interested in it, how do they get involved? What can they do?
They can contact their local footy club and say, do you have a girls team? Because there are 145 dedicated female teams in Victoria last year, so chances are they'll find one. If not, they just contact AFL Victoria and we'll certainly put you in the right direction.
And the national championships are coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks in Canberra, and we'll have a Vic Metro team and a Vic Country team representing Victoria. How do you see their chances?
I'm gunning for a 1-2 Victoria finish. I don't care who finishes either way, but look, I think both teams, the Metro team and the Country team, have got greater depth than they've ever had before, and it's a credit to the coaching staff of both teams that the development of their players, the investment of our players in our academy programs at the Ballarat Rebels and also the Sandringham Dragons and the Calder Cannons, we're now really starting to see that those investments are really paying dividends in the way the girls are playing their footy and their read of the game.
And there's a handful of girls now involved in the Geelong Falcons or the Bendigo Pioneers with their under-16 groups. How does that work?
We've just integrated some of our higher end players into those under-16 boys programs, and I guess it just makes sense. Those girls are talented footballers in their regions, and if they were boys, they'd be in those squads anyway. So, and we know that training and development squads at 16s level, there's not heaps of body contact. They're not playing heaps of practice matches as part of training. So the girls are just doing all the training and development. They're learning all the stuff that their 16s development coaches are providing, and they're able to participate in pretty much everything. We've done the same with the VWFL, with our top-end women, our All-Australian women. We've put them in the under-18 boys TAC programs, and that's been really successful as well.
And if you had a crystal ball in 10 years' time, where do you see women's football?
I think it's going to be really exciting. The AFL will have a national competition certainly by then. We'll have 250,000 women and girls playing the game, I'm sure, and we're really excited about what the future holds, and our pathways will simply just emulate what we have for boys, which is the most exciting thing.
Very good, Charla. Thanks for your time, and all the best to the 2 Vic teams in the national championships in Canberra.
No worries, thank you.